Today we will discuss. Today we will discuss about the short feed values. Okay. Account code, department, and operating unit. These three are regularly used by the almost all clients. Okay. Account code, they cannot change the word or sentence. Account code, they cannot change it, so they will use as it is. Department also, 99% they will not change it. But operating unit, yes, majority customers will change the label of the operating unit, because in the normal terminology, you will not call it as the operating unit. You will not assess anything depend upon the operating unit, because Peoplesoft provided the business unit called one more feed, right? So business unit will become the main point of capturing your transactions. Wherever operations are happening, they will configure that as a business unit. So again, there is no point in maintaining that kind of structure is not there, right? So the majority of the people will relabel that. Some people, if that suits the business unit, they will maintain. Okay. So these and the class field also same like that field only. Class field, operating unit, department, and program code. You don't have program code, they have relabeled. They have inactivated here. Program code also, it is very much flexible. Okay, program code. I will show you. We can see this from another place. And product and budget reference also. These five are, they just somebody has altered these things. But these five, you can take down account code.
Okay.
Operating unit, department, program code,
okay,
class field,
and
product.
Product.
Yeah, these are the open chart fields. They can be utilizing as it is, or they have to relabel that one according to their structure. Yesterday we discussed one example, right? Country wise, continent wise, product wise sales. Like that we have discussed some example now. So they can actually relabel those things accordingly. They can reset the hierarchy as per their interest. How to reset the hierarchy? Whether department should come first and operating unit should come second, or operating unit should come first, department should come second, and class field should follow it, or the product should follow the department. This order, we can set it, that I will show in the next slide. Okay, how to do it. Okay, which page will help us to do all that one. Okay, so these are all the open things. Out of these things, I will explain you about the account. The account is the mandatory chart field, I told you, right? Normally, to assess the financial figures, you need to say this is an expense, and in the expense, what kind of expense it is, whether it is a capital expenditure or operational expenditure. So like that, you need to specify, right? Otherwise, you cannot really come to know what is the expenditure and which you need to control. In the capital expenditure also, many expenditure will be there. In the operational expenditure also, many expenditures will be there. There are some operational expenditures. You might be aware that people will be telling in the recession they will do the cost cutting. Correct?
Right. Correct.
They cannot do the cost cutting in all the areas. They will be doing only in one or two areas.
Okay.
Like removing the tissue papers in the toilets, and not providing the stationery in all the places, and switch off the electricity after each and everyone is going. So like that, they will try to reduce cost in few areas. Correct. So like that, so how they will come to know what is the word they have to reduce there? So they will be maintaining different accounts for the expenditure that they have decided. So they will tell each and every expenditure is one head of account. Okay.
Okay.
So that that description they will call it. They will keep these are all my capital expenditures. Under the capital expenditures, this is the list. Each and every list you cannot tell to the system in the textual manner. Textual manner is not able to control. You cannot say duplicate in the textual manner so easily because with some small space, you can, if for example your name is Priya K, okay. So if you can put it as a shortcut as a PK without any space. The same person can be added as a P space K. P space and K you can add. Okay. And the same person can be added as a Priya space K or as K Priya. Priya space Priya without space K. Like that. One person is there, but you can add in a multiple ways. Okay. So like that, if you have one unique number, then you cannot change that one. Right?
Correct.
So
Right.
for that reason, you will give a number format for these kind of accounts actually. So that is called actual account there. Okay. So account is a number format. Like anybody join in any organization, you will get first joined in the organization. What you will get? You will get the employee ID.
Right.
So everybody will be identified as a ID, not with a name. If and while assigning the employee email, you might have seen many people are there. For example, my name is Prasad. Already with the name Prasad, one email ID is there. One person joined. They will give different. There will be two employee IDs, but name is Prasad only. So they will distinguish my email ID with Prasad 01 or 02. Like that, they will give.
Correct.
Okay, so there will be a running sequence in your account and you cannot duplicate and it is easy to identify and track it. Okay, so that is the reason you will make it as a numbering format with the appropriate description, and I will show you the slide of how to define the account code also. First we will understand a little bit about the chart field and then we will go into that screens and I will show you. Okay. And that is all about account and alternate account. Okay, this is used for the statutory reporting purpose. That means your US is in US anybody do the business, so you need to submit the books of accounts to the United States government, right? So in whichever state there is, you are liable to you are liable to submit your reports and records to the these government authorities. Okay.
Okay.
So for that reason, if you want to further classify, your local reporting is different, and statutory reporting is different. Assume. So you can have an alternate account light upon the account code also. So there is a feature has been given, but 99% customers will not use that. They will always maintain a separate sort of account for that one or something like that they will maintain. Alternate account usage I have seen only one customer I have seen so far. That's it. That only one US customer has utilized, but his business is very vast. He is doing into retail organization and he is very big organization. So for that reason you might have. So that is see the basic fundamental is you can further divide your account value to alternate account. That you can use for statutory purpose or you can use for whatever purpose. The purpose given is here is that one, but you can use it in a different way if the design suits you. Okay.
Okay.
This is the delivered. They will tell you can use this as a statutory purpose. We have defined this. So any report if you take on the alternate account, it will come in the statutory related details. So if you want to alter, you can alter as well. That is not a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So, and class field, operating unit or a department are the standby fields. I mean, open fields that you can use it for anything. Okay. So that is these are all the main 6 open things, and you can take down. There are few chart fields relating to project costing. Okay. If you are using project costing module, okay, there are dedicated chart fields for that project costing module. You cannot utilize these things. Okay, there are dedicated for project costing. There are chart fields dedicated for the project costing. One is project costing business unit. Project costing business unit. Next one is project ID.
Okay.
Next one is activity.
One minute.
Yeah.
BU. Costing ID.
Project ID. Project costing business unit, project ID.
ID. Yeah.
Activity.
Activity.
Source type.
Okay.
Category. And subcategory also.
And subcategory.
Okay. So these chart fields, these attributes will be utilized only when if you are having project costing. If you are not having project costing in your organization, then you will not find these chart fields. Okay. Here it is not there. Okay. So they will fill it. So there is no point in populating them for the user when they are not using substantially all those chart fields, right? So they will not populate it.
Okay.
So that is but you need to understand what if you see a vast list, then tomorrow it will be a surprise for you. So the functioning of the chart fields is same. Why you want the chart fields? We want to have a reporting structure defined. So that is the reason we will use the chart fields. Okay. So that reporting also, if you are implementing with project costing, then you need these things because project costing module will utilize this. So and the rest of the things will be at the highest level. Okay, this is the account code, department, program code, class will stands as the highest level at the organizational front. This is for the project costing. Okay.
Okay.
And apart from this, the Peoplesoft has given chart field 1, chart field 2, chart field 3. Chart field 3 it is they have inactivated maybe. There are 3 chart fields openly they have given. Okay. So if you want to utilize that, you can rename and utilize that one as well.
Okay.
So that is how you can do. For example, you are telling continent, country, product, and model, and these yesterday's we have discussed right, some examples. So that way also you can do it. And what in your medical industry, depending upon the sales of the organization, they will do it. If they feel they don't have any multiple continents, they have only country is their identification thing. The country will be the first reporting one. So they may relabel any of it. They can relabel any. They can relabel either operating unit, or they will relabel class field, or they can relabel product ID. Anything they will relabel to the reporting structure thing they want, and they will tell after country what is the next. You will be having any medical services in your healthcare?
No, we basically deal with the pharmacy and like the inventory of the hospitals, like the beds, supplies, and all.
Yeah, so that supply is, if you feel that is the supply of the goods, then you will identify as the product there. Okay. And inside the supply, if you still want to track your revenue further, you will tell my supply of my product straightforward. Under the supply, what exactly you are supplying. For example, normally healthcare industries, what they will do is they will do clinical services, and they will do other component surgical these things and all they will service, right? So those things they will identify country-wise clinical services. In the clinical services, further they want to bifurcate, they will bifurcate there as well. So like that there will be a structure. So you can relabel any of these things, but you cannot relabel account and alternate account. Okay. And you cannot utilize these project.
Can you hear some voice? Like there's some disturbance. I don't know from it's your end. It's better now.
No, there is no voice here.
Okay.
Better now?
Yeah.
Okay. That is how. So alternate account and account you cannot change the name, okay, and rest of the things you can change the names. And project costing dedicated for project costing, okay.
Okay.
If you have inter-unit transactions, if you feel like inter-unit transactions are required, okay, then you need to enable the affiliate, okay. Affiliate you need to enable, okay. Affiliate means normally inter-unit means, for example, you have two organizations, you have two business units, okay. In India, in Hyderabad, I have two branches. One is in High-Tech City, another one is in Uppal. Is also one more IT park is there. There also I have started one more unit, and for that reason, I am doing transactions. If at all I am doing any transaction in High-Tech City, I will do it as a Hyderabad 01, and in Uppal I am doing it as a Hyderabad 02. Okay, and I purchased some machinery for the purpose of Uppal. I purchased that in Hyderabad. Uppal unit I purchased in High-Tech City. Okay, but then what I will do, I will create the purchase order in a Madhapur, so my supply will be to the Madhapur High-Tech City only. So while recording, I will tell that transaction will be in Madhapur, but in affiliate I can mention that it is in, it has to go to the Uppal unit, Hyderabad 02, yeah, Uppal branch. So that there will be inter-unit transaction between these two. So how system will identify the inter-unit transaction? By recognizing the business unit value and by seeing the affiliate assigned to that business unit. So depending upon these two, that inter-unit will appear. Okay, and after that, what will happen? Then ultimately it has been received by the Madhapur only, but again it has been forwarded to the Uppal. Okay. Then Uppal received the product. Then Uppal has to pay money to Hyderabad unit, right? Madhapur unit, right?
Right.
So there will be a line created that Uppal is liable for the payment to Madhapur, and Madhapur unit is liable to receive the money from the Uppal.
Okay.
So for that reason, this affiliate has been created. Okay, that is the main purpose.
Okay.
And this chart, this cannot be used for any other purposes, okay? This is only for that one. If somebody asks you what is meant by affiliate, it is used for inter-unit transactions between two different business units. You tell that, okay? And it cannot be utilized for any other purpose. It is specific to it.
Okay.
Okay? So, and it is only a single inter-unit. You cannot split that, okay? You cannot put two different units there. You have to put one line, only one affiliate is possible. Okay, it is all one-to-one.
Okay. Okay.
When doing the transaction, I can show you what is that. Here affiliate is there, affiliate is not there. Okay. I will show you why it got de-highlighted and why it will get highlighted. I will show you how to do this and all. Okay. And at the same time, there is one more this thing called fund. Okay. This one, second one. Okay. If any implementation is happening for any government organization, okay, or colleges or schools, okay.
Okay.
This fund code is used. Okay. For them only fund code will be utilized. Okay. Fund code means you will get funds from the outside people. If you are running any college or schools, you will get funds from charities, members, board members, and government organizations. You will get fund.
Right.
And if you are having any central government office you want to implement, you will get fund from the central government, or you will get fund from the state government, or you will get fund from any other organization. If you take the NASA will get funds from the central government, like that. And it will also get from the board of aeronautical and all, they will fund them, correct? So for that reason, they have, and after funding only project will start. So they will assign the fund code to the project. So the fund code is always linked with the project. So like that, there is a significant importance of fund code in these organizations. You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minute, it got signed out. So this is the significance of the fund code, okay? And in the same way, the fund code affiliate also there. It will also function as the intra-unit transactions for the fund code, okay? So if you want to transfer the fund from one department to another department, that you can transfer by using the fund affiliate. Earlier it was inter-unit. This is for intra-unit, okay? That is how, okay? Yeah, one minute. Did I put that one? Then I will cover that one as well. Okay. Yeah. Inter-unit. Yes. Okay, this is there. So we will cover now this one. Okay, inter-unit and intra-unit. So there is a little tactical difference between this inter-unit and intra-unit understanding. Okay. Inter-unit means the transactions between two different business units. Okay. You have to take it, otherwise you will forget. The transaction between two different business units is called inter-unit.
Okay.
Okay. And transaction between two different departments in the same business unit.
Okay.
Okay. That is called intra, T-R-A, I-N-T-R-A. I-N-T-R-A, intra-unit. So transactions in the same business unit, but between the different departments is called intra-unit. Okay. Now, yeah, you took it. You took it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And against inter-unit, you mentioned in the brackets that affiliate.
Okay.
That means affiliate will be used at the inter-unit level. Okay.
Okay.
And intra-unit brackets, you open bracket, you will tell fund affiliate.
Fund. Okay.
Okay. And you mention operating unit affiliate also. Operating unit also, Peoplesoft has given one more affiliate. Okay. If you feel in the same operating unit, you need to split it for the two different things, then you can do it. Like business unit and department, that how we have done just now. So in the same way.
Okay.
So that is the difference between your intra-unit and inter-unit. Okay. So if somebody says what is the difference, you have to tell any transaction between the same business within the same business unit is called intra-unit, and between the two business units is called inter-unit. Okay. Identification for the inter-unit is affiliate, and identification for the intra-unit is fund affiliate and operating unit affiliate. If you are trying to transfer funds between within the same department, you are trying to transfer the funds, then fund affiliate needs to be utilized. If you are trying to transfer the transactions between multiple operating units in the same business unit, then use the operating unit affiliate. Okay.
Okay.
And okay, this is what I mean. Regularly, you are going to utilize these chart fields. Okay.
Okay.
And as I told you, the project costing chart fields and affiliate chart fields are used for the dedicated purpose. Okay. Account code, alternate account code, project costing, those 5-6 fields I told you, right? That those things, and affiliate chart fields are used only for dedicated purposes. You cannot utilize for any other thing. And rest of the chart field are open for your utilization. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can decide one chart of account, and you can relabel all those things to that one. Okay. So that is how you need to connect these attributes to our yesterday's understanding what we have think and started here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So there are normally any organization will not have chart field level. You will not have more than 7 to 8. Okay. That 7 to 8 itself is very typical. If you maintain more, then your transaction should contain all those values as the underlying values for each and every transaction. That is very complicated. So even the Peoplesoft has given more than 20, they will not use all that. Many organizations will use roughly around 7 to 8. That's it. So otherwise, their reporting structure should not be so complicated, right? High level reporting structure.
Correct.
So that is how it is. So now I will show you what how to, I told you, right, how to relabel these things and change the order.
Okay. Can you repeat again? Yeah. Sorry, the transactions, if they use more than 7 or 8 transactions.
Yeah. Normally, if there are many chart fields are there, if you are going to list each and everything in your reporting structure, you cannot report effectively. Okay. So for that reason, any organization will not use more than 7 to 8 chart fields. Maximum they will use 7 or 8. That's it. Okay. So then by that time, their highest level reporting structure will be done. Okay. So the rest of the things they will not put in the chart field level. They will not put it. Okay. Chart field level is highest level. Okay. Now I told you, I will show you how to organize these and how to relabel these things, right? So we will see that and we will go to that how to do the what is there inside. Okay.
Okay.
So there are two things: chart field configuration and advanced configuration. Okay. Standard configuration and advanced configuration that you do on these chart fields. Okay, you go to this standard configuration. We'll go here. See, there are 21 chart fields are there. Okay. There are 21 chart fields are there. You can just click this and click inactive. You cannot find this one there.
Okay.
So if you select this and subcategory and you say inactive, it will be inactive. You will not find that in the transaction. Okay. So like this, you can activate, and if there are some chart fields which are inactive, you can select that and you can activate it here. Okay.
Okay.
So like that, there is this is how you need to manage your chart field configuration. Okay, and order also, see here you can give the order. You seen that, right? First one is operating unit, second one is fund code, third one department. You seen there in that one. That order is controlled by this order you mentioned here.
Okay.
And these PC project unit, project costing BU, project activity, source step, category, subcategory. I told you, right? Last week that you cannot see it there because that is only for project costing.
Okay.
Till product only you will be able to see there. Okay.
Okay.
And affiliate, fund affiliate are used only for the inter-unit and intra-unit. Those things when you are doing the inter-unit and intra-unit transaction, then it will come. Okay.
Okay.
See, here he said fund affiliate. Okay, and how to apply? Which department should be between? It should be between the department, or it should be upon the fund code that you can mention here. That means in the same business unit on which it is distributed. So fund code it is getting distributed. If you say department, it will take the department system.
Department.
Okay.
Okay.
If you say operating unit here, so operating unit affiliate should be on what? Intra-unit. Intra-unit should be applied on operating unit, or intra-unit should be applied on program code, product code, project code, like this. Which one you need to apply the intra-unit? Where should be the split? Okay, then automatically system will slice the transaction there. Okay, so like that. Okay, it will just cut off the expense there and distribute it to the other department or operating unit, like that. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how you manage this one, active, inactive, and if you say preview, it will show you the preview. So this is how your transaction looks like. These many things will be there, okay? Because you kept all these things active, right? So till this operating unit affiliate, this is how your distribution looks like. I told you, right? Each and every this thing will be visible, whatever you kept active, okay? So this will be there in your transaction. So these values should be passed when you are creating any transaction. Otherwise, there is no purpose of activating these things. No, so that is significant.
Okay.
Shall I say okay and proceed?
Okay.
Yeah. And after that, you need to run. This is the process. If you run this configuration, then it will update your records. For example, I have activated. Assume that you have inactivated few chart fields and activated few chart fields. Then you need to run the, if you click this, application in your program will trigger and it will actually update all your modules.
Okay.
Okay. And you come to the advanced configuration. See, in advanced configuration, see I told you, right? So these are all open chart fields. You can relabel. So operating unit to which, if you want to relabel that, okay, come here, change name and relabel these things. Okay. What is the long description? What is the short name? Everything you can relabel this one, and you can actually operating. For example, I told you in our example, what we have think is some continent you need to put, or country, or else product name, or in your pharmaceutical you want to put. Okay, those things you can put it here. Program is the pharmaceutical, and on the top of it, it is the clinical services is there. So clinical services, you will identify it as something service or some business line, line of business. You want to relabel it as a line of business. So that line of business you can put it here. Okay, like this you can actually relabel all these things. Account code you cannot relabel anything. Okay, and department is fixed. You cannot relabel. These two you cannot relabel. Operating unit you can relabel. Okay, alternate account also you can relabel. And the chart field 1, chart field 2, chart field 3, everything you can relabel. Okay.
Okay.
So these things, and if you want to add a new chart field, you can add a new chart field here. Okay. It is advanced, right? There are more features than standard. You can delete the existing chart field and you can add a new chart field as well. Okay. And you can activate, inactivate from here itself. Okay. This is advanced page. More features than standard. Okay. So few chart fields, delivered chart fields, someone has removed for their exercise, I think. Okay, but they should not do it. But somebody might have done that one for their demonstration. Okay. Okay. So this is how it looks like, and this is the second tab. Second tab is the standard. Okay. Here you can put the display length. Okay. Order and the display length. That is what you have done there. Order and the display length, you can put it here. For example, assume that my account code is only 6 digits. You can make it as a 6.
6.
So 7th digit it will not allow. Okay. So if you put it to 10, system will allow you to have the 10 numbers. 10 letters it will allow, 10 characters. Okay. And it will allow 5 characters. It will allow, like that, you need to tell how many characters are required. Department will allow 10 characters. Fund code will allow only 5 characters. So you need to take the requirement from the customer and you need to talk to him and you need to decide on the character length, display length.
Okay.
Otherwise, tomorrow, if you want to add something with 6 letters, you cannot add.
Okay.
So that is the length significance here.
So usually companies, they take 7 or 8 right character length, right? For
No, not like that. They will decide the number of. I told you 7 or 8 is the how many chart fields they want. Okay.
No, the length.
How many chart fields they want? Yeah, length of the chart field depend upon the attribute value. That is not depend upon the generic decision. For example, if you say account code. Okay.
Right.
I have a vast list of account code list, like 2,000 and 3,000 account codes are there for me. Okay. 3,000 account codes are there as of now. And I have my organization from last 15 years, and I have changed my chart of accounts for the account code many times. Then what I will do, I will tell, okay, no, you use 7 digits, you give me 7 digits, 8 digits, or 10 digits also. Okay. Then what I will do during the conversion, I will say, okay, my old account codes are this, new account codes are this, so now you relabel like this. So like that, it depends upon the attribute value. For example, department is there. Department, somebody will tell I want only 5. Somebody will tell I want 6, I want 10, like that. So fund code also same way. How they are actually using that one, that is important. Maximum will be 10. More than that, it will not be there. For project and activity, it will be there because they will mention it as some number, alphanumeric they will use, right? Project code. For example, if they are doing any gas agency, they are expecting mining and all. If they are doing any project, they will tell the location code and account code and what is the material they are expecting, like that they will tell, no? So in the, for example, if you take an implementation project, IT implementation project we will call it as an implementation. Then implementation, that sentence is very long. That word is very long with more characters, right?
Right.
So implementation will be the project name, and activity will be, first activity is requirement gathering, second activity is fit gap analysis, third activity is design and development, fourth activity is after design and development, what you will do?
Testing.
What will be the second phase in the project? You are already into testing, right? What is the third, what is the next phase after design and development? You need to do the testing, right?
Right.
So that is the next phase.
And
what is the next phase after testing? Yeah. So like that, there are many activities in each and every project, right? So if my implementation project is that one, it will do some activities. If my project is support project, it will have some activities. If my project is upgrade project, it will have some activities. I mean, you see, already you are into IT, I am explaining the project, assuming that it is an IT project. If it is a mining project, digging project, it will take that one. If it is a government project, it will take the government project. Okay?
Okay.
So like that, you need to have that one. Okay? Okay, now actually these pages you need to effectively utilize to ensure that necessary chart fields need to be activated and not required chart fields should be deactivated. Okay? And in the necessary chart fields, step 3 is in the necessary chart field, are you happy with the label or not? If not, you need to relabel that one. Okay? What you want to use, you need to relabel that one and then start using that one. Okay? Okay? For example, you have started using the operating unit, fund code, department, product and account code, all those things if you have started using. Now you need to give values into that one. Okay? Now you need to provide values. So how to provide in the previous pages? Now you are okay with that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we will go into the operating unit. Just I will show you. But importantly, the account code is very important. That is mandatory value for any transaction. For example, see, he mentioned that the operating unit as one country as one operating unit. We will go with, you are familiar with which one? You are familiar with New York? Okay.
Yeah. So Prasad, what I observed is, so the companies, they take 1 or 2 extra chat fields, right? Just for future use in case if they need. Suppose, let's say, if they the current situation requires only 4, so they either go for 5 or 6 chat fields, correct?
Definitely. The current requirement is just only 5. They will make use of 8. So that is the reason. Chart field 1, chart field 2, chart field 3. We will keep it as we will leave there. Okay. We will leave there. And we will not inactivate those things. Okay, let them not use it, but we will keep it open for their future purpose.
Okay.
But definitely they will not utilize more than 2 or 3, even the organization becomes any vast kind of thing. Unless they start any other different business, it will not be there actually. Okay. For example, now you are into food industry. If that immediately you move some oil industry or immediately you move to some manufacturing industry, something like that. If industry segmentation you change, then the requirement will change very drastically. Then that will become a re-implementation. Okay. Then you cannot manage so easily, because the structure will completely, totally, the holistic approach will change, right? If you are mixing two industries.
Yeah.
So that is a massive decision that will not happen normally. But as you said, you are right. You need to keep 2-3 chart fields open for them. That is the reason we have given chart field 1, chart field 2, chart field 3 with the bare name. You can actually dress it up with the label you want. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So can I talk on this? No. Okay. So now I have opened my operating unit. Here I took the existing operating unit and I labeled it as New York. Okay. So for every configuration page before coming into, you need to observe there is a find an existing and add a new value. Okay. If you want to add a new value, you need to come here and click add. Okay. If you want to search the existing, whatever you have added, you need to come and navigate from here, from find an existing.
Okay.
Then only you will find this search button. If you come to add a new value, you will find the add button. Okay. So whatever you have added, automatically it will be stored in this field and automatically lookup will get applied there. Okay. Due to this lookup, why lookup is required? You need to search it tomorrow, no?
Right.
So for that reason, lookup is automatically applied. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how. I said New York, right? So what I will show you the difference. See, you take the New York. I will come to return to search. I will go to the add page. If you say add, I am trying to add whatever is existing. It says, but it is already there. Okay. So this is the combination. SetID with operating unit is the combination where it will check the duplicate value. Okay. So now I will open this and see whatever I have done. My effective date of the delivered configuration will always be 1900. Okay. You should not create any configuration on your own with this effective date. That is the thumb rule you need to remember. Because tomorrow you cannot differentiate what you have done and what system has given. Okay. So that is the reason Peoplesoft will always advise you to go with your configuration minimum with 0111901. Okay. That should be the minimum effective date. Okay. The all delivered setups will come with 1900. 1900. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a very small write-up. It's a description and short description. That's it. If you have any long description, you can make use of it. But this is of less usage actually. Nothing will be there in this. Okay. It is just a small box. It will open. Okay. So this is just this description and short description will be the only thing that you are going to utilize. And if you have some 1,000 departments, customer say no, I cannot add. You do something, you load all these 1,000. Then you have upload concept also. If you give it to the technical people with these 4 values, you should tell what is the effective date. You give in Excel sheet effective date, effective status, and the description and short description. You give these 4 values in Excel sheet to the technical people. They will load it.
Okay.
And you need to give the operating unit value also. Okay. For example, if you say operating unit as 001 and you say this is test 1 and like this, you can add it. That is not a problem. Okay. You need to give them in a proper manner. Okay.
Okay.
So like that, you need to utilize this. You need to operate this chart field. Okay. And if you come here directly 9.2, you can search the things here itself. Okay. I think you don't have this in other versions. What version you worked with earlier?
8.9.
8.9 don't have anything. Now you can see it is complete robust.
Yeah.
And this GUI is also a little bit similar to the fluid kind of thing, right? And 8.54 all fluid operating things came up. Okay. Now let us move to the account code. Okay. So this is what, and every page will look like this only. like operating unit, how it is in the, I will show you the department also. Let us take this department, human resources. It will be telling what is the effective date, effective status, description, short description. And this manager ID is not mandatory. If you feel this is the manager for this department, then you can assign, because the managers will keep on changing, right? So normally we will not use this, but they have given the option. If you want, you can put it.
Okay.
Again, long description is there. Again, attributes. If you want to fix any further attributes of chart field level you want to utilize, you can utilize. But this is of, I did not find anywhere they are using these things. Okay. So mainly your description, short description, and status and effective date. These are all the 4 required input values along with your title that you are giving and SetID. Okay. So these 6 values you will be giving in Excel sheet to the technical person. He will load it. If you have to configure only one, you can directly come here and do 1 or 2 here. Beyond that, you cannot do in a less time. No, you have an option to upload. They will upload. Okay, that's a technical job. Uploading.
Okay.
So like this only, all the pages will look like. If you want to see, we will see every page. Same page.
Okay.
Same page, but the tables will be different tables. Backend tables will be different. So that otherwise the system will not differentiate, no? Multiple tables will be there. Now we will proceed to the account code, right? Okay.
Okay.
Let us take this petty cache. See, this is the only page which will look different because it talks with the accounts. Okay, because this is the one which will capture your expenses. No, so this is a little bit different. Here we need to concentrate like this. This is safe. Account code is a number that you need to give you. I explained you previously, right? And this is no change. Effective date no change. Effective status no change. And description no change. Short description no change. Okay. And here there is one important thing you need to notice is monetary account type is the one very important. Okay. Monetary account type. Okay, whether it is an asset related, equity related, or expense related, or liability or revenue. If you should have little bit accounts knowledge to understand this one, so I will not take much time. It is, if you see the balance sheet, so you might have heard about balance sheet, right? Balance sheet you might have heard, right? A balance sheet, what will be there? Assets and liability will be there, correct? Assets value, right side will be the assets, left side will be the liabilities. Okay, assets and liabilities should be balanced. So that is the reason it is called balance sheet. It should be balanced on the both sides. Okay. So that is the reason. So which should be on the right side, which should be on the left side, you need to tell the system, right? For that reason, they will mention this is the asset side, this is the liability side. Okay. That is for the balance sheet. Okay. And equity is also one more subset of the assets only. So it will come on the asset side only. And you will tell this one, this expenses. It is a balance sheet element. These 3 are balance sheet, assets, equity, and liability. And for example, if you take expenses and revenue, along with balance sheet, you have one more report called income and expenditure. Okay, or profit and loss account, they will tell. These 2 will be utilized. Again, that will have 2 sides, debit and credit. Okay, these 2 will be passed there, expense and revenue. That already we discussed yesterday. Expenses, debit and credit. Debit is the expense, credit is the revenue. Already I told you, right, yesterday. So those 2 will be utilized for that report. Okay, and the outcome of it will be passed to the balance sheet, and balance sheet will take these 2. So that is the reason it is very significant, important to mention what is type of the account. Okay, along with your effective dates and these things, you need to mention the type of the account and load it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, and there is one more chart field that we have discussed, alternate account. Okay. For example, this account contains another alternate account. Then you can, there is one more page Peoplesoft has given, you can map the alternate account to the account code.
Okay.
So here you can come and map it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is how you can manage your design. Okay. Don't worry, it will be already there, everything will be there. You need not work on these designs and all because your experience will be very less. It will be done by all very seniors only. So you need not worry, but you should understand what they have done so that I am explaining in detail. Okay.
So Prasad, I have a question. it's account, right? But if you go to the modules in GL, there's a GL account and AP account. There's a different account for each and every module, right? How?
No, this is the account which will appear there.
Okay.
So that is the reason you might be thinking that this account is GL account and that account. No, you will find the same account in all the places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is the reason I am telling you this as the first piece before going to the other modules.
Okay.
So these things you will find everywhere, in each and every module.
Okay.
Okay. So unless you kept some security. If you configure any security, if you write some code, like this user has to access only these accounts, then it will change.
Okay.
So that is not delivered. You need to write it. Okay. So that is how it will work. Okay. So this is the account code configuration. And today, the last topic that I am going to tell you is if you observe technically, see this is called SetID, correct? So all the configurations you are doing only on the SetID level. Whatever chart splits you have done, here SetID is there, and if you come here, operating unit SetID is there, correct? And if you go to the department, SetID is there. So all these chart splits are linked to the SetID level. Okay.
Okay.
Peoplesoft is having a good advantage. That means if I have 10 business units, okay, and 10 business units are using the same account, okay, then I need not configure 10 times. I will configure only one time, and I will tell you can share these to all the 10 business units, okay. And I have the departments also the same way. I have accounts departments and all these things, same departments I want to follow. Like that, I can do it. So when I have to do that one, I need to have something more than the business unit, which can control all these things. Correct. So for that reason, SetID has been delivered by Peoplesoft so that you can share these configurations to multiple business units. So business unit is the actual place where you are going to do the transaction. That you know. Correct. In the testing also, you might have created some purchase order. First value is the business unit, correct? So there you cannot see any kind of this chart field, but you can find all these values there. How you are finding? So there is because you are setting it up under the SetID, you are able to find the same things under all the BOs. In the SetID, if you tell this configuration is related to only particular business unit, then it will come only for the particular business unit. If you say it as a share, then it will come for the see. In the SetID, I can, for example, my business unit is US 001, okay, and I am doing, see, this is the business unit value, okay. If you do any configuration under this US 001, you cannot find this in US 002 business unit.
Okay.
That department is specific to that US 001 only. If you are doing it under share SetID and you are mapping the share SetID to the multiple business units, whatever it is required, it will appear there. So that is the significance of SetID and the significance of the business unit, how they are mutually exchanging these configurations. That is the fundamental of Peoplesoft actually. That is the advantage in Peoplesoft. That is the design advantage actually. That is the reason people are coming to Peoplesoft customers. Okay. So we will tell the significant as a sale point, and we will sell the product to the customers actually. So that is actually the strength. That is a real greatness actually. Okay. So this is how you can design your system. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what. Is there anything that you want to check with me on today's session? You can check with me. The rest we will do it tomorrow. So configurations we covered, and tomorrow we are going to do the product specific to the general ledger, and we will proceed for the transactions. I will explain you the business. Tomorrow we will do the configurations related to the GL, and I will explain you the business process as well. And then other day we will do the transactions, and with that you will get a good confidence on that. So next day will be your complete overall Q&A. We will put it for half an hour like this so that I can answer you. Okay. Now today you have any doubts on our sessions or anything, you can ask me now.
No, I don't think I have any questions.
You understood, right? Everything?
Yeah.
Because this is very important. Because you need to share this knowledge for the other modules also. Not only people that will share the configuration. You need to distribute your knowledge as well, because it will apply in each and every module. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Prasad.
All right.
I'll go through it and I'll ask you tomorrow if I have any questions.
Yeah. If you have any questions, you can put those questions tomorrow as well. Not a problem. You go to it, but this is very important. Okay, you remember that one. And you just try to do some practice on standard configuration and advanced configuration and check how it is coming there. You try to relabel, you try to resize that one and try to configure those things. You do one thing, you just change the display length of the one of the thing and relabel it and come into the chart sheets and see whether it is coming like that or not, and then you do the configuration. But for that you need to run the configuration process to apply it, I am telling you. Okay. So you should have a dedicated instance with you. You should not try any other person instance, because the configuration will affect the entire financial suite. So that is the reason it is very crucial one. Okay, that's the reason I did not run it here. Otherwise I might have ran and shown you. We should not run like that, because all the modules, entire suite will get affected. If you have any practice instance, you can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
It will change. Yeah. You understood the impact, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the reason. So before going ahead, or else you do one thing, whatever label is there, whatever length is there, beyond that you try to add something, it will not allow.
Okay.
You do like that. That is also a very healthy exercise only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Try to create some chart sheets and tell me if you have any doubts in that one, so that tomorrow we can proceed for the next point.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Priya. Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye.